Does this look like a clean floor? Huh? I don't think so. Alright, they took my flyers down again, but I guess he's supposed to be cleaning. I see wet spots on the floor, but the floor's still dirty. How's that happen? Somebody explain that to me. Okay, does this look like a clean floor? Huh? I don't think so. So, this is what they're using to clean our floor with. Yo.
Morning.
How you doing? Good morning, Bull.
Facebook watch? There's a link down there. I must find the link.
I sent an email to Home Forward, and they stated that IP management was responsible for giving instructions of how to subpoena and what's needed to subpoena footage. And this was prior to the attack. And on September 10th at 1:30, I emailed everyone involved. And at 1:42, Angie Henry replied, "Your video surveillance may pick up an event and record it. You are not authorized to provide video to any tenants or to any media. We will, of course, cooperate with the law enforcement. Contact your supervisor before releasing any information." Now, this comes from Angie Henry. This is what Angie Henry sent me April 3rd, after they said they spotted the person at my door. That all I needed to do was subpoena it or get a warrant. And then after the attack, no one responded to the subpoena. The law enforcement didn't respond to the 911 call when I stated there are surveillance cameras. The DA's office didn't pay attention, but this management company did. They did. They paid attention to send me a letter intent to evict, but wouldn't supply me the footage. And this is a killer. This is a killer right here. Who all received the email? Celia Strauss. And then when I got attacked, no one assisted. The mayor, the hotline, and then law enforcement, no one. So all this stuff is a bunch of crap. Hi, Trisha. This is Jamila. I have a question.
Okay.
How much trash were we sitting on in this building? We had 9 runs since last Tuesday, besides a little man in the truck. Hello?
Hello?
How much trash were we sitting on?
We should have been cleared this morning.
How much were we sitting on?
I don't have any.
You guys gave us rats and roaches. How much were we sitting on, Trisha?
Have a nice day.
You too, ma'am. To do some work, but this was the request that was done, and it continued. I would let the office know, and at the time Megan was there, and what they just began with someone sleeping right outside my back of my wall and bumping around all the time. And I would leave a note, let them know it's one thing to be homeless. And it continued. I would let the office know, and at the time Megan was there. And what they would do is you would let them know, and they would get right on it. It didn't happen that fast. So I called my cousin Lisa Campos. She's of the Guardian Angels, and her and her crew walked through on Fridays and Saturdays after the stabbing and the shooting that happened right outside our building. I noticed later on when I asked for a copy of my file, this file pad. This is dated 11/12/2018. This is dated 11/13. Exact same name, different signature. Okay? So at 12:25 p.m., I created disturbance on November 4th. Wording is slightly a little different. See, it's a little different. This one, the wording is a little different, but disturbance at 12:25 a.m. Now, which one is it? They do not care about our safety. See all these dates here. These are the dates that someone was messing with my door. I got logged into my door. On YouTube, there are videos of when the maintenance guy came and put the long screws in. That's why they weren't able to bust in on the 4th. This is Harlan, Trisha Harlan. She acknowledged that they found the person. After she says, "We appreciate you supplying us with dates and times." I supplied them with dates and times from day one. This began in January 28, 2019 at 1:22. Top 2. I talked to them. I went in and filled out documentation. I kept requesting a picture. I wanted a photo of the person that was messing with my door. Then I received a letter from Angie Henry, stating that they do not supply photos, that they have to be subpoenaed, which they do, only to evict. This was given only to evict. My friend had a seizure, and he, after he left my apartment, and apparently he was trying to get out of the building. He broke into stores. I had to prove that what seizures do and the side effects in order to keep my lease. Well, the violations, they continue. I started taking pictures of tubs, recording documentation, and then I reminded them of the owner's breach of contract. This states that there are no remedies when the owner, which is Home Forward, violates the statutory and fair housing laws, which statutory laws are cleanliness, rodent-free. Fair housing is affordable rent. Well, that part of the affordable rent is there. But clean, no. Also had to remind them their laws, the rules that they have initials, which aren't me and my daughter's initials in the file, they put those in the file later. But they state that your home cannot be used for any business purposes at all. Well, HUD's rules state that as long as the income is not over 50% and it's not creating a disturbance. According to their rules, you can't even babysit. It went on to Trisha Harlan telling me that it's okay for me to post some things on the board because the place continued to get filthy. And I wanted the tenants to know that it's up to them to also to say something. So I did a let's talk. She told me it's okay to post one on all the doors in the building and one on the corkboard. And when I did such, they kept disappearing. I went in there, I took them down. That's recorded on YouTube as well. I took them down. And I said, well, where are the business cards and the pen with my baby's name on it? And they know the story behind my business starting up from me giving them a pen and a card in the past. I don't know. Well, that's when I started looking around and found the trash.
The video before this. Mm-hmm.
That's when I found the garbage. Where's my dog bicyclist? And I don't know, I'll show it later. There's a garbage list. I was looking for my baby's business cards. I just did not want them torn up and thrown away by the hand of evilness. I recorded the phone call with Trisha Harlan, and I asked her, because there's a little old guy that was dumping the trash one Saturday, and he was out there for about 2 hours, and I had to call her. Why is there a little old guy dumping our garbage in this building? That was after I found all the bugs. We were breeding fruit flies on YouTube. There were pictures of the fruit flies. Our apartments were just horrible. This is when I finally let them know. I asked, why are there 17 dirty tubs out there? On YouTube, I interviewed the garbage man, and he said he's having a problem too because he'd have to pull them out in order to pull out the garbage, and he didn't understand why there was like so many recycle bins in his way. And that's when I found out when they run, and I've been keeping track of the garbage by the tub number, how much is in them, the date and the time that I actually do. This is when I found the little one underneath the bridge. Trisha and Randy said that he was leaving on October 31st, okay? Trisha and Randy's name was called out during an attack on 10/26/2019. That's recorded on YouTube as well. I was really irritated because this officer here, she interviewed my attacker first. department and wait for them to show up. And when they did show up, I looked outside. They were interviewing my attacker. These are my injuries, neck strain, sprain, extremities. I was tossed around like a rag doll while I was trying to snatch my phone out of my hand. Now here we have where they defend. I let them know that after he was served a temporary stalking order, he turned around and he would make it a point to stop in the common area, in the courtyard outside. He never did that before. See, I've seen these people before, but I do not know these. I didn't even know the man lived directly in front of the entranceway of the courtyard. So this man could see every time I came home, every time I left. I had no idea and didn't know who the crap these people were. But they lied for him. I walked past the Cuban girl, me and my daughter and my grandbaby. As she walked past him, she was coming in the building, we were going out, and I was walking them to the bus stop. This is my eviction that I received. This eviction states that it was 50-50, that I could have controlled it, that a tenant attempted to take my phone. I stood back and started throwing balls and wrestled for several minutes. Now, the stalking order, his friends said that, oh yeah, she punched him in the mouth, and then the other twin said, and then she hit him in the head with the key, and then she picked up the garbage can and hit him in the back. Well, that would make it sound like as if he was trying to get away, and I was still on him. No, he had a hold of me the whole time. My left hand. I didn't realize what the man was trying to do besides shove my phone down my throat during the initial person attack. He called out Trisha and Randy's name during the attack. I have a copy of the transcript, and they perjured themselves because it has nothing to, it doesn't even match up what their attorney said. They could at least read, well, apparently he didn't get an eviction notice like I did. After the stalking order was filed, and I know some people that didn't even know me were lying, I made a note and I said, perjury. When you lie before a judge, after you take an oath, is a minimum of 5 years. I stuck one on every floor at the elevator down, and I used their tape from their notice that they had up there, and I stuck one on the court board downstairs. Now this says that I put something on Samuel's personal, I put something on Samuel's and stuck something on Brian's door. Why the heck would I go to these people I don't even know and put something on their door and they're lying on me? Come on, you guys, I'm educated. I studied criminal law. I'm a paralegal. Well, retired. This right here, when I got a copy of my file, May 31st, 2019, it says that I was harassing Brian. Now, this is some raggy looking man. I don't even socialize with these people ever. In 6 years, never. This is what I sent them when I found out that TJ and Brian Jackson were both one of the same. One was coming through, Brian was being referred to by Anthony of Renters United. They were trying to get me involved, and I didn't want to because what I do is something totally different than landlord-tenant. This took place only because I live here. I sent them a cease and desist right there to tell them. They used our slogan, each level up is responsible for overseeing the duties of the next level down. They used our slogan at a rally and Coin News, Elise Haas videotaped it or did the reporting. She's the one who let me know. She was shocked when the same words came out of my mouth. And I said, yeah, Anthony's from the union. She said, but yeah, he took those words as his own. I asked him, how did he come up with that? Well, they were taking our slogan, so I cut him off. I was only giving them information. I never been to any of the media. This is when I had an issue with the same guy. And I'm walking in, I didn't even know this guy. I'd never seen him really paid him any attention before, telling me what to do and talk to me any kind of way you want to. I reported to the Renters United because I knew that they were trying to form something. That was on March 24th. Now, these are her witnesses. These are people that Home Forward has hired their agents. And then they turn right around and violate. I don't even know this man. This man is some raggedy man. I've seen him. I know who he is by name now. But this is when they were coming and wanted me, oh yeah, you're the lady who don't answer her door. Then they wanted me to run for position. No, it's not my place to. These people have their own thing going. I got my own thing going, and I don't know these people, and I'm not trying to cross over. That's where that went. But then he's going to tell me, I have great ideas, you know? That's my thing with these people that lied at this final stalking hearing. So, with that transcript and the notification from their attorney, I also subpoenaed the footage. They will be charged with perjury. Okay? Janitor Boy said he was leaving 10:31, so I put in a maintenance request to repair my bathroom fan. And then I noticed the janitor boy was still there, so he came in to do some work for the reinspection for Home Forward. He and the maintenance guy named Brandon. So each one of these is proof that Home Forward wanted these things done, and they came through to do them, maintenance requests for them. Okay? So I put in a request to repair my bathroom fan because Janitor Boy was going to be gone. Alright? And it says, do not use your key. Must be present. There's no answer call. Special instructions. But this is what I did. I wrote it out, and then I gave it to her, to Tricia Harlan, to photocopy. After I got the photocopies, I wrote in ink on each one of the photocopies, mine and hers, the exact same thing. And I wanted her to stamp it again, and she said, it's already stamped. Okay? See that? See that? Okay? Janitor Boy is still on the premises. So I paid $257. 2:30 in the morning, I woke up on the 3rd, and I just wasn't comfortable with them coming in if I'm not home. I took a picture of the lock right before the guy left. And on November 4th, when they came, I see why they came, and they did not acknowledge. They normally, when the maintenance request is filled out, they complete it on the same page. Henry turned it, or somebody turned it into an inspection, meaning they can use their key. None of my instructions are on here. None of my instructions are on here at all. So I said, check on YouTube. I did record when they tried to get in. Okay? Now, this is a copy. I asked a copy of my file. See this? See how small this copy is? Because she did a whiteout